Hello student, this is your computer class and I am Hema. Today's topic is Data Abstraction Chapter 2. Today's content: Data Abstraction Introduction, Abstract Data Type, Constructor and Selector. First topic is what is data abstraction. First we'll see what is a data. Data is a collection of raw fact. Now, data abstraction is a process. For example, a parent is going to his son's school to get fees detail. The office people will give the fees detail to that parent. If the same parent is asking for teacher's salary, office staff will not give such a detail to a parent. As a human, the staff will know what detail to be given to a school parent. Now all the data are computerized. We have to tell computer what data to be provided. This process is called data abstraction. I think you all know what is a class and what is an object. Data abstraction is a powerful concept in computer science that allows programmer to treat code as objects. Abstraction provides modularity. Modularity means splitting a program into many modules. So, abstraction is providing only the essential and hiding the other details. Next topic is abstract data type. Abstract data type is a type or class for objects whose behavior is defined by set of values and a set of operations. The process of providing only essential and hiding the details is known as abstraction. To facilitate data abstraction, you need to create two types of functions: constructor and selector. Constructor are functions that build the abstract data type. Constructor creates an object bundling together different pieces of information. Next topic is selector. Selectors are functions that retrieve information from the data type. So understand clearly constructor and selector. Constructors will have a set of information as an object. Selector will extract only a piece of information from the object. Let us see an example for constructor and selector. Now look at this example. Here city is an object. The function which creates the object of the city is the constructor. So make city is the constructor and it has. Now a selector has to be created to extract the information. Get name, get lat, get long is the selector. Now data abstraction. As I told you, data is the raw fact. Abstraction is the process. We will see a clear example for this data abstraction. We can take the example of school management. School management is maintaining the details about teachers and students. About teacher, name, address, salary, all these details are maintained in the computer. About a student, roll number, marks and personal details are maintained. Now all these are said to be the data of that particular school which is managed by the school office. Now we'll take example of salary information about a teacher. If you take this, In the position of a teacher can view the salary which is given to him, but he or she cannot edit the salary information. When you go for a student cannot see the information and he cannot edit the salary information of a teacher. In the case of management is having the right to edit the salary information and also to view the salary information. This is the data whichever is essential for a particular person will be displayed, other details will be hidden. This is data abstraction. So an abstraction is a process. Its main purpose is to show only the essential detail and to hide the other information. Now the next topic is abstract data type. I think the topic abstract is clear now. Now we'll see what is data type. Data type is type of value given to a variable. For example, x is equal to 5. Here 5 is the value which is assigned to x. 5 is a integer value. So specifying what type of value we have to give to variable, that is data type. Abstract data type is a type for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of values and a set of operation. So here everything is taken as a object and object behavior is defined using two things. One is set of values. This set of values we call as attributes and set of operations, that is functions. We'll see an example now. Example is, take example of a pencil. Pencil is a object. Now for this pencil, attributes and function. What are the attributes we have? Length, lead thickness, color of a pencil. These three are said to be the attributes, set of values. Then functions. What are the functions of a pencil? Writing, drawing and shading. This is set of operation. So when you take this abstract data type is a type for object whose behavior is defined by a set of values and a set of operation. One more thing is, this abstract data type will mention only what are the operations to be performed, but it will not show how these operations are implemented. See, this abstract data type only mentions what operations are to be performed, but not how these operations will be implemented. So I think today's topic is clear. We started with chapter 2, data abstraction, and under this first topic is data abstraction and introduction. The introduction for this topic is given with an example. Data abstraction is a powerful concept in computer science that allows programmer to treat code as object. The next one is abstraction provide modularity. The next topic we have is abstract data type. Abstract data type is a type for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of values and a set of operations. The process of providing only the essential and hiding the detail is known as abstraction. To facilitate data abstraction, you need to create two types of function, constructor and selector. Constructor and selector. Constructor are function that builds the abstract data type. Selectors are function that retrieves information from the data type. Example for the constructor and selector is given. So here city, make city, name, latitude, longitude. make city is the constructor, and get name, get lat, get long, these are the selector which is used for the object city. This is for today's class. Remaining we'll see in the next class. Thank you.